Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. For those who are first-time visitors, welcome and thank you. This is another Create With Me mini series. I think this is going to be a two-part series. I think I can get it done in two. For this series, I'm going to show you how I make these cute wands. Yes, aren't they adorable? This was the very first one I made. I've never made these before. I sat down tonight, played around with some supplies I had on hand. Okay, let's try that again. So I sat down and pulled out some of my supplies and started experimenting because I knew I wanted to make wands, but I never made them before. I also knew that I wanted my wand to have a shaker element to it because I did promise that I would show you how I make my shaker elements, but I didn't just want to do a plain, just only shaker element type video. I wanted to do something just a little more. So for sure, I knew I wanted my wand to have a little shaker element, and this is the shaker element that I created for this particular wand right here. Super cute. I love it. So, my gosh, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I'm going to show you how I made these. In the first part of the video, part 1, we will work on making just the base, okay, for the wand. And in the second part of the video, I will show you how to make a shaker element. Not necessarily this same one, because not everyone's going to have this particular punch. We all know I like to shop. And my stock room, yeah, I don't even call it a craft room. I just call it a stock room because it's so stocked. Is loaded with all kinds of stuff. So I don't want to assume that everybody has this punch. So when I show you how to make shaker elements, I think I'm going to use something, just different punches, different methods. Maybe what I'll do is I'll show you how to make a shaker element using punches. I'll show you how to make a shaker element just free-handed. Wow, now that I think about that, this might be a 3-part. And I'll also show you how to make a shaker element using, they have these shaker cups. Let's see, do I have one on hand? I thought I did. Well, apparently I don't. But they have, I think My Favorite Things makes them, but there's so many other companies. Here it is. Ha! I knew I had one somewhere. They make kind of these shaker cups. This is probably the easiest way to make a shaker element, but not everyone has these, and if you don't want to buy them, that's cool because you don't really need them, to be honest, to make the shaker. That's just, you know, super easy way to do it. And okay, easy might be code for lazy. That's my lazy way of doing it. But before I started using these, I was freehanding it and using paper punches. So that's what I'll show you in the second part of the video, okay? So now that I've rambled on for like, I don't know what, wow, almost 4 minutes of rambling. I would say that's a record, but it's not. I have longer records for rambling. So let me show you how I make just the base. This is super easy. Okay, so easy that I am going to make several of them. So in my case, I used a punch. I have 2 different style punches, like I said. I have this circle punch and I have this flower or decorative punch. Let me do it that way so we don't get any glare. Okay, if you don't have decorative punches, or you just don't have punches, that's fine. Just grab a cap, like to a jar, and trace it. Trace some circles, cut your circles out, and that'll work fine. You will need 2 circles per wand. Yeah, That's about right. 2 circles per wand. So, like I said, I have my punch. So, I'm just going to punch out. Oh my God, man. These punches are a workout. I love them. I do. But when you have no grip strength, and I certainly don't, they're a little hard to use. I mean, who knew? Maybe I need to join a gym. Maybe start a club. Yeah. Start a club. We'll meet at the gym and we'll develop exercises, okay, that we can use to build the muscles in our hands. So using these paper punches are not so, woo, wow. Okay, so let me move this cardboard out of the way. Okay, so I like my wands to be really fluffy, so fluffy, girthy. I don't know, pick a word, but I love this. I love this. I like some dimension. I don't like them to be so flat. So what I have figured out is a method that will allow me to kind of get this more flower look, so that the cupcake liners don't look so much like cupcake liners and they look more like petals. So let's start with these little ones. Let's start with the little ones. So the first thing I did was take the cupcake liner and just kind of flatten it out. It doesn't matter what the center looks like or what the outside looks like. Just try to keep a general circle shape, and you'll see that once we put it together, we're going to be trimming or cutting the outside. So it doesn't really matter that it has all these wrinkles and whatnot. All you need is to get it somewhat flat. A little bit of glue in the center. Let's go ahead and stick one of these on. Okay, how easy peasy, easy peasy. And let's flip that over, and while that's drying, I'm going to add at least 2 more on top. Okay, because like I said, I want some dimension. I want it to be fluffy. So I'm just going to, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the best thing about this. There's no such thing as perfect when it's handmade, right? Okay, so I'm going to just add a couple of layers. This will be my third. Okay, I'm running out of glue. I use a lot of glue. Okay. All right, so okay, so that's what you're going to end up with generally, right? You can add more, but I find 3 is good, and I'm also going to be doubling this up. So 3 is good, because by the time we're done sticking all these together, it'll actually be 6, and that'll make sense in a minute. So while this is drying, I'm going to press the front and the back together just so that it dries. Then I'm going to take my scissors. Now, like I said, I have the Fringe, the Martha Stewart Fringe scissors, but you don't need these. You can just use a pair of regular scissors and just go through and just start making some cuts. You can even follow the folds. See the folds? See the folds on the cupcake liners? You can even follow the folds and cut that way. But because I have these, I'm going to use these. And this is going to make it even faster for me. There we go. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Wow, all of a sudden, I'm struggling with these scissors. It's always like that, right? So I practice this, and then when I finally start to film it, my scissors are going to give me a hard time. Naughty. But I got it. How do you like that? So that's 1. Okay, there's one right there. And again, if you had your regular scissors, you just keep cutting all around until the entire circle is kind of fringed up, cut up like this. So we're going to do another one, okay? Because what we will do is we'll make another one just like this, and then we'll wedge or pancake a straw in the middle, and that'll give us a pretty wand on both sides. So you can either decorate both sides, or at least, you know, it'll be really pretty on one side. I like it when, you know, things are pretty no matter what angle you look at it. That's something I think about it, because people are not always going to hold things in the direction you want them to, or might not arrive in the pristine order that you put it, and things move around and flip around, and I would hate for someone to open a package and see, you know, an ugly side of a wand. We don't do ugly. We do cute. So there's the one side. Let's do one more. Okay. So super easy. Oh my gosh. I am so happy that I finally get to sit down and do a craft with me video. I was on a roll there for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I had to stop because my Jinxie girl, my dog, she had a bit of an episode, but she's doing so much better now. So I'm totally back into crafting, and she's back here with me. She's sleeping next to me. Life is complete with my little Jinxie next to me. That's my girl. She's doing awesome though. She had a checkup today, and life is good for her. She's probably going to be on medications forever, but that's okay. You know, she's 12 years old. When you're 12, at least for a dog, that's pretty up there. She's a Boston Terrier mix. So Boston Terriers generally don't live super long lives because of health issues that are inherent with the breed. But believe me, my friends, I'm doing everything I can do to make sure she lives a really good one and a long one. So this is the second one. Let's go ahead and trim this one. All right. And again, if you don't have Fringe scissors, no big deal. Just use your regular scissors. These cuts are by no means perfect, but, you know, petals on flowers, not every petal's perfect. Okay, so we'll do that. There we go. All right, so there's the second one. So now what we will do, let's turn these over. Let me get a straw. Straw, 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 straw. I love these straws. And what I do is I just flatten the straw a little bit because I know I'm going to wedge it between these two. I add a tiny bit of, well, not tiny. God, I don't do anything tiny. I add so much. I add glue. And what I also do, and you so don't have to do this, but this is what I do. I have my little tape. I take a little piece of washi tape just to hold that down there. Like I said, you don't have to do that. That's just like something I like to do just to hold the straw there temporarily. Total extra step, not necessary. And then we're going to take this, add it on top, and then just hold these together. All right, so I'm loving this. And what I'm doing while I'm pressing the two sides together, I'm also further flattening the straw and making sure that there's a good stick between both sides, so we don't have any gaps, we don't have things falling apart. And that feels great. And there we have it. I'm going to give this a little bit of a fluff. I'm going to fluff my wand. And isn't that adorable? There it is. Super easy. Super easy. Let's do it one more time, okay? And this time, instead of the decorative floral punch, let's use the just plain circles, okay? So if you don't have a circle punch, all you need to do is just trace out 2 circles, cut them out, get yourself some cupcake liners, and I'm going to use these. I love these. These are really pretty too. Okay? Super easy, my friends. So let's flatten out this cupcake liner. Oh my gosh. These cupcake liners are really pretty. Let's add some glue to the circle. Let's add that in the center. Okay, there we go. We're going to turn this over and we'll add a few more layers. We'll add at least 2 more. 2 more. 2 works. 3 and 3, right? 6 seems to be the magic number. Oh my gosh. So, happy Mother's Day, my friends. Yes, it is Sunday. It is Mother's Day. I have a little girl, 8 years old, soon to be 9. Yes, 9. Can you imagine? I can't imagine. Oh my God. She's 9. Her name is Ella. She is the inspiration for my channel name, Happily Ella After, because certainly my life has been one big happily ever after since I had my Ella. I mean, I thought it was happily ever after when I married my husband, but then Ella came along and who knew? Who knew? Life was truly not complete, and neither were we until she came along. So, happy Mother's Day, my friends. For those who are moms, happy Mother's Day. So those are our 3 layers right there. Let's take a pair of scissors. In my case, I'm going to use the Fringe scissors, but if you don't have these, again, regular scissors are fine. That little girl is a hoot. She is so much like me and her dad. She is a nice balance of the 2 of us. Super smart girl, super sweet girl. Really gives me no trouble at all. I am blessed. Look at, I lost a couple of petals there, but that's all right. Blessed and no complaints. Truly none whatsoever. So let's do a back end to that. Let's peel off 3 of these cupcake liners. Oh gosh, she does have a lot of my attitude. I will say that. I don't think it's a bad thing. She has to have the last word. She does. But I'm okay with that. And, you know, she questions everything, and I'm okay with that too. Especially girls, little girls in this world. You got to teach them how to be strong, confident, and have a voice. And that's what I've taught her. I'm sure it's going to be the source of a lot of frustration and gray hair down the road because the girl questions everything I say. But I would much rather that she question everything I say and speak her mind and let me know when things are bothering her or people are bothering her or just anything is bothering her, than, you know, she stay quiet and keep all that stuff bottled up. So she has a voice. She will let you know if you upset her. She will let you know if you hurt her feelings, if you're annoying her. I mean, she's really polite about it though. She's not rude, but she'll let you know. You know, if you treat her in a way she's not happy, she'll let you know. And everything's in negotiation like her mom, right? I'm a lawyer by trade, so I spend a lot of time negotiating, and that's a skill she picked up. Everything is a negotiation with that little girl, and I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so there we go. We're going to cut this. I ask her all the time, Ella, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? At one point, she used to tell me, at one point she was saying she wanted to be a veterinarian, right? Because I do a lot of rescue work. I work with animal rescues and we foster. And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. She's around that kind of stuff. She sees me with the animals at the vet all the time. Not just mine, but the ones I foster. But then when I started my YouTube channel and she saw me doing that, she tells me now that she wants to be a famous YouTuber. Yeah, she wants to be a famous YouTuber when she grows up. So she is too cute. Okay, my friends, let's get these two together now. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Flatten that a little bit. We're going to add some glue. Let me get a piece of tape. And again, you don't need the tape, my friends. This is just me. It's an extra step for me, just to make sure that the straw doesn't move during this whole drying, sticking process. I think that's plenty of glue now. And then let's add this. Very nice. And while I'm pressing it, I'm also going to, there we go. I'm going to flatten that straw. Okay, so let me fluff this up. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. I can't wait to embellish. These are going to be so fun to embellish. There we go. Okay, there we go. Wand number 2. So isn't that adorable? So there you have it, my friends. Super easy way to make wands. These little stragglers I can pull off. Super easy way to make wands using some very basic supplies that we all probably have somewhere in our craft room. Cupcake liners, okay, some circles or decorative punches, some straws, some glue, and there you have it. You don't even have to add, you don't have to add a shaker element to it. If shakers are not your thing, you can totally decorate this any which way you want. You can add googly eyes, that would be cute. You can add, you can just use, instead of the plain white paper, you can use glitter paper or some kind of design paper. Decorate it whatever way makes you happy. But what makes me happy is adding a shaker element, and that's what I'm going to do in part 2. So thank you so much, my friends, for taking the time to visit me and watch this video, and I look forward to seeing you again. Part 2, embellishing these cuties. Until next time, my friends. Bye bye.